Good morning, everyone. It is currently the 2nd of February. Hello, February. I can't believe we are already in the second month of 2026. That is absolutely crazy to me. I always feel like the start of the year either goes really quick or really slow, and it is proving to go really quick. So I'm going to make my way into Family Mart, and we are going to do our routine. We know our routine. Come on, we're locals at this stage. We're going to go in, we're going to get our coffee, we're going to get our fried chicken. Girl, we're living the dream. We know our routine. Someone literally commented yesterday and was like, I feel like every day I'm joining you going to Family Mart. And I said, come on. I mean, I'm here alone, so at least I have company now. Large, dark coffee. Okay, so I have gotten our family chicky and our hash brown. And also, I've done something a little bit more random today. I got these strawberries just because I'm in a fruit mood today. This Family Mart is busy today. There's so many people in here. You know what's so crazy? Right next to me is their magazine stall, and there's literally those there. Like, that's so crazy. Like, in their convenience shop, you can just walk in and, like, freely available is like a bunch of pornos. There's kids that come in here. First things first, I want to try these strawberries right here. Guys, I honestly cannot describe how good quality the fruit is out in Japan. And I've also learned that fruit is looked at as kind of like a luxury thing. It has to do with something about importing. Okay, wow. I hope these are pre-washed. Oh my god, look at that. So fucking fresh, dude. So fresh. Cheers. Such a shock to the system first thing in the morning. An iced black coffee, strawberries, and fried chicken and a hash brown. It is what it is. I just love my little mornings out here so much. Here we have our hash brown. So good. So fucking good. In Japan, they have very strict rules about eating and drinking in the street. Now, I'm talking about something as like drinking water in the street. Like, if you're eating or drinking, you have to like take yourself out of society or put yourself down like a side street or sit in somewhere and then eat it. They don't like when people are walking and eating and drinking at the same time. First time I came here with Aoife, I find it incredibly annoying. And don't get me wrong, there are still elements of it that I find annoying because I like walking with a coffee. But now I can appreciate it more because it means that you're like actually stopping and, you know, really processing. Here we have the moment, our family chicky. So good. Okay, so I've been sitting here with my coffee trying to figure out what to do today because, again, you can literally just like have so many options once you start looking. So I'm gonna Uber us to a place called Yanaka, which is known as Old Town Tokyo, and it's one of kind of the last standing areas that is still old style Tokyo, old style kind of Japan before everything, you know, happened with the wars and gentrification, I guess. Apparently there's a real residential spirit there as well. It's like a 40-minute Uber away. I think we may as well go. I'm excited. This is fun. I'm like looking up all the videos. It's basically saying how like so many places were like gentrified and changed because of fires in World War II and earthquakes, and that Yanaka is known as Old Town Tokyo because it's one of the places that never changed. I'm excited. Let's go.
Do you understand Japanese too?
No.
Okay.
アイルランドでは毎日雨が降ります。
今雨季の季節なんだ。
It's the rainy season now.
はい。
はい。
毎日雪だね。母。
東京は
Tokyo.
東京来て楽しめてますか？
Are you enjoying your time in Tokyo?
東京が大好きだ。日本には5回行ったことがある。
Thank you very much. 夏は夏で暑いですしね。夏はプラス40度ぐらいまで上がるときは多い。
Summer is hot, with temperatures often rising to around plus 40 degrees Celsius.
Oh, wow.
東京、大阪、那、京都、八王子に行ったことがあり、初めて日光と神戸に行きます。
日光と神戸。
Aye.
It's okay. And the Kobe beef in very delicious.
Aye.
And the 日光 is 有名なのは東照宮。
Aye.
昨晩、初めてのカラオケルームに行ったんだけど、とても好きだった。すごく楽しい。
だって日本には場所によってラウンドワンというカラオケができたりゲームができたりするところがあって、ここをちょっとたまに行くと楽しいかも。
In Japan, there are places called Round One where you can enjoy karaoke and games, and it might be fun to go there every once in a while.
Oh, wow.
ラウンドワン、ボーリング、テーブルテニス、
Oh, wow.
ゲームセンター。
Wow.
値段も安いし楽しめるかもしれないですね。暇があったら行ってみてください。
It's cheap and you might enjoy it. If you have time, please go and see it.
心から感謝いたします。
24 hour open.
Oh, wow.
Round One is a very famous, almost divine entity among Japanese gamers.
Oh, wow. Wow.
アイルランドでは24時間営業の場所がありません。
日本ではコンビニエンスストアとかゲームセンターとか結構24時間体制で空いてるところ、あとカラオケも24時間でやってますね。
In Japan, many convenience stores and game centers are open 24 hours a day, and karaoke is also open 24 hours a day.
Wow.
24時間営業の場所があればいいのに、なぜなら私はとても遅くまで起きているからです。運転していただき、ありがとうございます。ありがとう。
Thank you very much.
Guys, just whenever I feel like I can't love Japan anymore, I discover like another really small like city or town. So I'm currently light as hell. And there's so much to do constantly that I didn't even know this place existed until about 30 minutes ago. And my Uber was about 30 minutes. And now I'm here in Yanaka. And it is outside of Tokyo. And it is a very quaint little town. And again, like I said, is one of the places nearby Tokyo that still has the old vibe. One of the places that wasn't, so changed after earthquakes and World War II and all the rest. There's some things to do here. It's a much slower pace of life. I'm currently walking, I guess, through a cemetery, as you can see right here. It's very, very, very peaceful. Very peaceful. And then right next to this is Yanaka Ginza, which is... oh, not the dog poo. Right next to here is Yanaka Ginza, which is like old school markets. Something again that's important to note is they're very, very, very strict on, in parts like this, not having expensive pricing. So apparently this is like the cheapest place to get things and go shopping because there's like a local community spirit of like looking out for each other and not overcharging, and it's just beautiful. This cemetery is so big, as you can see right here. So big, and there's a couple people on little walks, which is cute. I'm just gonna be honest, there's been something really nice about every day just having this like slow pace to it, and like really taking my time walking, and even just as simple as like not having my AirPods in while walking and just kind of listening to the stuff around me. And I mean, everyone in this area is a lot more, quiet and chill and takes their time with things. And it's just kind of nice to see a slower pace of life, honestly. So yeah, I have never been here before. I'm excited to explore it and see what there is to offer. but I'm already really impressed. I'm really enjoying. Okay, girl, there's so many noises. I am just kind of enjoying this slower pace, if you will. I love this so much. Look at this. And the little kitties fishing. It's so cute. This is so peaceful. It really is. So peaceful. I love it. There's been something so nice as well about practically every Uber/taxi that I've gotten into. The driver has like Google Translate talked to me and we've talked back and forth. I talked about this a couple days ago with you guys, that when me and my brother were Ubering from the airport, the driver was talking to us on Google Translate and we were having a conversation as if we were both fluent in each other's language, and we were able to understand each other, and it was great. And there just is something so nice about how respectful the Japanese are in wanting to be able to talk to you and wanting you to be able to feel like seen and acknowledged. And again, I just kept thinking, it's just this sense of respect. Like, there's just such a sense of respect. Look at the buildings here. It's insane. One thing that I'm seeing a lot of in this place that I haven't seen in like Tokyo and stuff is like schools and preschools and stuff like that, and like kids. Like, you don't really see that in like big cities or whatever. And it's really interesting because I'm walking past and obviously there's not that many kids in each one. There's probably about like a handful. And again, I think that's because there aren't many children being born in Japan these days. I don't think there's many children being born in the world in general. But there's something really cute about being able to walk down side streets. And obviously it's much smaller and you just kind of feel like you're a local part of the residential core. I can really tell that this is a residential and local area because there are so many like memorial places, like crematoriums and stuff like that. What is this? Meditation. Gift box. What is this? Ginger and lavender, mandarin and peppermint. Cloves. What the hell is this? Okay, this is really cool actually. So this is a Japanese meditation vending machine, and it's meditation scents meant for relaxation, baths, or quiet time. And each card is showing a hiragana character, which is tied to a specific scent and mood. The yellow label is explaining it in English, so yuzu and ginger and lavender, mandarin and peppermint, and hiba, clove, and bergamot. Bergamot? You buy one, take it home, and use it as a bath soak or a room scent. Okay, this is cool. Which one should I get? Ginger and lavender, mandarin and peppermint. I normally go for lavendery things, so let's try the mandarin one. I love that you can use a card machine for this. Okay, that is number 2. Okay. Cute. Oh, that's great. I'm actually gonna get my mum one as well. I'm gonna get her a ginger and lavender one. Mum, I'll get Josh to bring this back for you. Yay! I'm learning so much about Yanaka. So there are so many temples and cemeteries, obviously like woven, I guess, into this little town. And that's because they didn't get destroyed in the war. And so many other ones in the bigger cities did. So these are all untouched. And it really is like the original town. Dude, this is fascinating. Like, even down here as well, there's more cemeteries and temples. I'm now here at the markets, so this is kind of what they're known for. It's this long strip of markets right here, and they have so many little cute markets, so I think I'm gonna walk through them right now. It's so quiet and calm as well, which is so lovely compared to the chaos of like Tokyo. Look at all this stuff. Wow. think what I'm gonna do is kind of do a full walkthrough. There's so many bakeries as well, because this place is known as like French vintage, and I'm definitely getting those vibes already. It's so many little bakeries and cute little shops, and I was wondering, I had read about it being very like French core, and whenever you go into all the shops, I was wondering why there's such a heavy focus on like cats and dogs wearing like berets and stuff like that. It's super interesting. It's super cool. Look at all these souvenir bits right here. So cool. Bag shops as well. It's super calm. I love it so much. But yeah, you can definitely see the French inspiration here as well. So many food places. That was so interesting. Behind me is a smokers area, because there are smokers areas in all of the different streets where it's like a cordoned off area. However, it had a big sign which was like a cigarette, and then it had a thumbs up, and then it had a picture of a man and had a thumbs down. It was a woman's only smokers area, which I've never seen before. They are still really big on the separation of like man and woman in a lot of spaces out here. Look at the lucky kitties, they're everywhere. Oh my god, gluten-free. My friend Neve would love in here. Wow, these streets are so beautiful. There's a good amount of people about as well, but it's definitely so much more quiet than any of the other places that I've been. This kid has been doing laps for the last like 5 minutes. Good for him getting his steps in. Truthfully, I was not anticipating staying in this area as long as I have, and that has been like a common thing this entire trip so far, where I've been like, oh, I'm gonna do this thing, or I'm gonna go here, or I'm gonna see this thing, or whatever, but I'm only gonna do it for this amount of time, and I just get like fully lost in it. And that has been me with this area. It is so fucking peaceful, and the people are so kind, and I will say that there's a clear lack of like foreigners, like tourists here, and the people, the locals, are like going above and beyond to like show like gratitude for like me being here, which is like a first, obviously, because I've been in like major cities where like there's so many foreigners and tourists, and I'm aware that the impact that tourism and foreigners are having on major cities like Tokyo right now, and specifically like a lot of the locals' opinions on it. And I'm always a little bit cautious and treading lightly whenever I come to areas that are more residential and a little bit more quiet, if you will. So this was totally on a whim, and I have like fully fallen in love with it. It is French inspired with cafes and stuff. The cafe culture, there's a cafe every 2 blocks. And there's so many little shops, so many little markets, so many little bars, and it's funny because every cafe and every bar and every restaurant is like, you walk in and it's like a line of maybe 7 seats at the bar. Like, there's no tables. It's like you're sitting beside strangers and you're engaging and stuff like this. And I went into that place for just like a little light bite. It was like spicy cucumber. It was so good. And then I got like a beef croquette, and they did like lemon sour where they make it themselves, and it was really, really, really good. And the workers were talking to me when I finished my meal, and they were just like asking where I was from. I said Ireland, and they were asking so many questions about Ireland. Oh, there's a bell going off. What time is it? Oh, it's because it's 5. I always hear bells going off at the hour. Such a slow pace of life. It really is so beautiful. It really is so beautiful. There's something so peaceful and like grounding about it. I've just been having the best day ever. My brother is in a different town/city that's like an hour away from Tokyo on the other side, and he's been there all day. Tomorrow we're doing a day trip. Oh my god, those kids are so sweet. They've been like running around the park, and they have like scooters and stuff like that. I do have to say that is something that you do notice, which is like the lack of kids and the lack of like babies around the place. Like, I feel like even in Brighton, I'm seeing a lot more like children, specifically with like their parents and stuff. But out here, you're seeing a lot less of that and more so like adults, which is really interesting. And it's really interesting as well because basically every adult that I'm seeing out here is like holding hands with their romantic partner, but there's like no kids. Those kids are feral. But it's interesting, there is a very apparent lack of youth. I also can't believe that this place is only like 30 minutes, an hour away from Tokyo, and it is like completely opposite in every which way than the city. Oh my god, this is funny. Over by where the water is, like right there, there's currently like 2 young girls, like hopping over the fence to like jump on the rocks in it. Which I don't think you're allowed to do, but like, come on, mischievous little girls. Anyways, I have had a lovely, lovely, lovely couple hours. I got here at like 1:32, and I mean, that's 5 now as well. I mean, I just really get lost in time. Also, there's public bathrooms everywhere. Like, there's a public bathroom over here, and genuinely, public bathrooms are like never hard to find, which is just like another thing that just isn't something that's the case back home. Like, it's so hard to find public bathrooms back home. It's like, goodness me, so simple. Okay, I was about to leave and walk again, but I saw that this was sitting right beside me, and so I've translated it as best as I can. And it basically is a note that says something along the lines of, I found this on the street, I left it near the police box, please go there. So it's someone that found something and couldn't wait around and left a note telling the owner where to retrieve it, that they took their item. Now, I don't know if they're implying that the item is this leaf or something, but literally this is just like someone lost something and someone's like telling them that they left it so they can get it safe. If we were in the UK or Ireland, that person would have stolen it and put it on fucking Depop by now. The shit's on eBay already. TikTok shop. Fuck me. Okay, guys, I'm very, 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 very stressed. So, I need to leave, like, now, but I am going on a date. I'm going on a date. I'm going on my first ever date that I've ever been on, in Japan, like in all the times that I've been here, the guy is currently there, so I need to leave immediately to go and meet him. I will update you after, but I'm so fucking nervous. I went to my hotel bar to have a drink, 2 drinks, before because I was like, I'm so nervous. I will let you know. I'm so nervous. I'm so nervous. I'm so nervous. Okay, I'll talk to you later. Okay, I am about to go downstairs so that I can Uber to Shinjuku Station, which is where I'm meeting this guy. I'm so nervous. I feel like whenever I do this in Brighton, it's like water off a duck's back. But out here, I'm like, oh, this is something new for me. This is something new for me. Oh, I'm nervous. I'm nervous. What am I doing? I don't live here. What am I doing? I'm young and I'm free. I'll let you know how it goes. Okay, it is the next day. I have so much to catch you up on. However, me and my brother are going to go back to Yanaka. I'm going 2 days in a row. And I'll debrief you after. But it was a great night. Great night. So let's go to Yanaka. It is currently about to be 10 p.m. and I have had such a fun day. I've had such a fun day. I didn't film much today. That is because I exclusively was hanging out with my brother, and we went to Yanaka, which is the little town that I went to yesterday, and I really wanted my brother to experience it, so I went with him, and he really, really, really loved it. And we honestly just had like the best like brother day ever. We, travel together, but we don't really hang out all the time. And it was really great because we were just like catching up and talking as brothers do, etc., etc. And he's a big fan of different like meats and stuff like that. So we ended up finding this like smokehouse that does like tongue and like heart and like liver and all these different things in skewers. Now, for me, that is something that is like unbelievable that I would never be able to attempt. But for my brother, that was something that for him is like, he really enjoys that and gets off on it. Now, for me, I ordered, it was like pickled cucumber and all of these different things, but like the meat is not for me. But anyways, we went around, we got a couple lemon sours. We were just having a really, really, really great day. And I didn't want to film any of it because obviously I'm just having a good time with him. However, I do need to tell you something, which is that I went on the date last night. I know me telling you was very last minute. I'm aware. It was kind of a last minute thing. I went on the date and it went really well. It went really, really, really well. I will tell you more later, but for right now, I want to walk to 7-Eleven because I want to get a smoothie in 7-Eleven, quite like in Family Mart, where you can, get the coffee cup and make coffee. You can do it with smoothies in the 7-Eleven. And actually, I was asking the guy, like, why can't you do it in Family Mart? And he was like, because it's only a 7-Eleven thing. So shout out to him. We're going to go to 7-Eleven right now, and we're going to make a little smoothie, and then we can talk and debrief the, quite honestly, amazing night that I had. Like, really good night. This is really crazy that there is a 7-Eleven down here, by the way, because the Family Mart that I go to every single day is literally just right behind us, and I didn't know there was a 7-Eleven. Oh my god, there literally is, just on the other side of the road. So again, I have been telling you that there are Family Marts, there are 7-Elevens, and there are Lawsons. Now again, I was talking to the guy and I was like, which one's your favorite? Which one's your least favorite? And it's really funny because his ones were the exact same as mine, which is, my favorite is, oh, I'm gonna need to run, by the way, because this green light is almost over. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. It's a red light. His favorite one is Family Mart, which is mine. And his least favorite is Lawson, which is the one that I don't like either. It reminds me of Shane Dawson. So the 7-Eleven, the Family Mart is there. The 7-Eleven is right here. Did not know this was existing. Did not know this was a thing at all. So let's go and see if we can get a little bit of a smoothie. I would love that. I actually haven't been down this area before. There are so many little food places. Oh my god, this looks so good. That looks really, really, really good. But it's lively enough tonight as well. It really is. Oh my god, I'm so excited for a smoothie. Oh my god, the 7-Eleven is here. Okay, that was not a success, but you can't be a winner every time. So I'm gonna go to another 7-Eleven. I'm gonna go to one more and see if they have it. They didn't have the smoothie machine in there, and I was like, damn, the one thing I want to come in here for. And the reason that I like Family Mart more is because 7-Eleven past a certain time, like, don't have anything. They don't have any of the sandwiches, they don't have whatever, because they kind of just buy stock for the day, whereas Family Mart are always stocked up. So there is another 7-Eleven 5 minutes away. So let's go there right now. And again, the good thing is if one doesn't have it, you can just try another. And if that one doesn't have it, I'm probably gonna give up and go back to Family Mart. Also, it was so sweet because me and my brother were obviously in that little old town of Yanaka today. And it is now my second day in a row as well, by the way. I'm just walking in the complete wrong direction, by the way. I always take what they're giving me and I kind of just like make it up on the spot. But anyways, we went to the markets that were at Yanaka, obviously, that I was showing you earlier, that were really beautiful and very like small business kind of core markety vibes. And I actually bought some things today. I bought some phone charms. I bought like a big lucky cat. And the guy in the shop, they're all very small shops, right? He had this sign, it was a QR code. And I asked him what it meant, and it said, like, please follow me on Instagram. And so I load up the QR code to follow him, and he genuinely has about, like, 17 followers on Instagram. And I followed him, and I showed him that I followed him, and he, like, runs behind me. I'm like, oh my god, he's making a run for it. He runs behind me, and he, like, picks up this little small lucky cat, and he goes, as a thank you. And I'm like, God, like, people are just so kind out here, and they're so respectful, and they're so appreciative, and I'm like, oh. And I went into one of the shops that I was considering buying something from as well yesterday, and it was like this older woman, and I wanted to buy this bag. It was of like a black cat, and I love black cats. Oh my god, the vibe in there looks amazing, by the way. And I wanted to buy it, and it was only 1,100 yen, which, by the way, is so fucking cheap. I think that's like £13 for like a tote bag, and like a nice one, right? And I go into the woman and I give her 10,000 yen. And so she said to me, did I have 100 coin? Because then she could take like the exact change, if you know what I mean. And I didn't, so I put my hand in my pocket and I pull out a bunch of coins, and she's like looking, and she doesn't speak English and I don't speak Japanese, and she's like looking through my coins, and she's like, no, not that coin, and she finds 100 coins, she goes, yes, and makes like this big deal about it, obviously like making a joke, right? And we were both laughing. And then I'm like, in my head, I'm like, why am I giving her 10,000 yen and 100 yen coin when this is 1,100 yen when I have 1,000 note? So then I pull out this 1,000 yen note with the 100 coin, and she's like, oh my god, this is amazing. And we were just laughing back and forth. The people out there are so sweet and so appreciative to see people in their shops, and just so kind. I love there so much. It's probably gonna be the last time I go, because obviously we don't have a lot of time here, but I love the time that I had there, and every food place that we went into as well was very quiet, and the people were so sweet. And I've now become a pro at being like, sumimasen, which I think means like, excuse me. You say it whenever you want to order something. Like at the bar, you say like, sumimasen, and you say what you want to order. And I always thought it was quite rude at the start whenever I had to say it, because you do have to literally say it. Like, you're in a restaurant, you have to shout like, sumimasen, to get their attention. Like, that's when they know to come over and take your order. But it feels really rude in general to be doing that, and it feels really rude even more so to be doing it in Japan. But now I'm a little bit more comfortable at it. And last night as well, I'll tell you a little bit more again, but me and the guy at the bar, like, I'm now comfortable being like, sumimasen, when I'm at the bar. And I love it. So anyways, I am now at another 7-Eleven. I see her right up here. So let's, for the love of God, hope that she has a smoothie machine. And if she doesn't, that's okay. We'll come up with something else. Just vending machines everywhere, by the way. Okay, damn, they don't have it, but that's okay. We'll come up with something else, because this one is a lot more busy as well. So we'll get a little haul of something else. It's not the end of the world.
the blender. 蓋を剥がしましたか？ご確認ください。
Okay, they had it, and that was so easy. That's so fresh. Wow, that is so outrageously fresh. Strawberries and berries and bananas. It is now 3 in the morning, and it is now 4th of February, and today we are going to Disneyland and Disney Sea. I'm going with my brother. I'm very, very, very excited. Now, I really quickly want to do a little haul of kind of the stuff I've gotten over the last couple days that I haven't shown you, and then we need to debrief. So, first of all, I got this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful lucky cat today from the markets, and I love it so much. She is chunky, and here is the little bag that I bought in that shop that I was telling you about, little black kitty. I love that. Now, whenever I was in town, I did see Jungkook on a magazine, and anytime I see like a K-pop idol or celebrity that I really like in a magazine in a different country, I will always buy it. I have such a huge collection now. I also got this little phone charm. It's this little bunny holding a little carrot. Now, I also went to Tower Records and I got some things. Now, this was a couple days ago, so I kind of forget what I got. But first of all, I bought The Life of a Showgirl, the 7-inch picture disc vinyl. And they give you this little Life of a Showgirl keychain of the album, which again, they just love their physical media out here. So they endorse people to buy things by giving you little trinkets like that. So, oh, here she is. Oh, this is not her. This is Selena Gomez's album, I Said I Love You First, with Benny Blanco. Now, the reason that I got this, and as you can see, I really only got it because it is, it has like Japanese on it as well, like of the promotion of the album and the track list and stuff like that. The reason that I really wanted to get this, I don't really collect physical media anymore, even though I do think that we should bring it back. The reason I got this was because this album came out while I was in Japan last year, and I listened to it front to back multiple times every single day for the remainder of my trip. So now when I listen to this album, I immediately get brought back to Japan. So I just thought it was cute too. And they didn't have this whenever I was here last time because the album had just came out and I really wanted to get it. So there we now have it. Here we go, the 7-inch picture disc of Taylor Swift, Life of a Showgirl. Now, this comes with a bunch of things, different postcards and all of the rest, but I do want to keep it packaged up just for now. So I love this, and they adore Taylor Swift out here in Japan. There is entire sections in music stores dedicated to her, and again, a big reason for that is because she's probably such a big market person of you know, they make a lot of money off of her. Now, I did get EXO's new album, and I got Kai's edition because I love Kai. He is my favorite member, and he has been for a very, very, very long time. So I got this, which I'm very excited for. Should we open it? Should we open it and see which photo card we got? God, that is a gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous man. I listen to his solo work more than I listen to EXO, if I'm being honest. I love the little CDs. First of all, cute photo card. I love the CDs as well. They're so tiny. And I love the photo book. This is great. I love it. I love physical K-pop media so much, dude. I spend so much in importing it, so being out here is so great. I also got Cortis's album. I love Cortis. They're a new group. They're just very fun and they have a fresh vibe. And I just think that they're really entertaining to watch perform. So I got their album as well. I do have their album Back in Brighton, but I don't think I have this one. And also, a way that K-pop companies continue to getting you to buy albums is because they have different photo cards, they have different editions, and I don't think I have this edition. I'm pretty sure I'll figure out very quickly. I have a photo card of one of the members, James, who is right here, or I guess right here. Oh, I love that smell. I love that smell of just fresh paper. It's so good. I also love getting K-pop physical albums because it's something that I'll inevitably put on my wall background in my videos. So these come with a bunch of posters, which are very handy, and I just start collecting them. Oh my god, we got Martin! Hey, Martin! Love it. Fucking love photo cards, dude. I also got TXT's album, and I got Subin, who's my favorite member. I love you, Subin. I have since you debuted. I remember reacting to their first music video whenever I was like 16 years old on my YouTube channel. And from the start, he was my favorite. And he still is to this day. I'm loyal. One thing about me whenever it comes to like K-pop groups is once I pick my favorite, you're gonna be my favorite the entire time. And Subin, that is you. Hey! Subin photo card. Wow, what a man. What a man. Subin, the man that you are. This is so interesting. I think this is to register that you bought the album so that then you get entered for fan signings, which means that you can get to meet the idols. But obviously, I would not do that because I'm international. And number two, I would never want to meet an idol that I'm a fan of because they're always the most awkward interactions ever. And you just see people going up and like confessing their love or being so intense or so parasocial or so weird that even that for me is something I don't want to be a part of. Like meeting Mariah and stuff like that was my limit. And that was pushing it. You know what I mean? Oh my god, cute! You get a surprise photo card for every album you buy and you go up to the till, show them that you bought the album and you get to pick an album. Photo card. It's all random. Now, I couldn't not, whenever I saw Taehyung get the magazine, I told you, because I love Tae. Tae has been my favorite member of BTS since I started getting into BTS back in 2018 now. And my god, I love this man to this day. And so I was really excited to get this, and also Cordis as well. So I got these. So they're the things that I bought recently. But anyways, we have to talk. Okay, so yes, I did meet up with a guy yesterday, and it was super last minute, super out of the blue. And how it came about was because of a dating app, and we had matched on this dating app. And, you know, I am someone who goes in and out of using dating apps. I don't love them, but I can also appreciate that in times that we are currently living in, they are probably the most practical form of meeting new people that isn't just meeting someone through a friend of a friend or whatever. And if you're traveling and you're traveling alone, also, I will always say, please be safe on dating apps. I always like to assure my parents and my family that I am very safe whenever it comes to dating apps. And I've never, ever, 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 and I would recommend you do the same based on if you want to give your social medias. I've never met up with someone from a dating app unless we've both followed each other on Instagram. And if someone's scamming me on that level where they've created an Instagram that I believe is real, then maybe I deserve to get scammed. I matched with this guy and we just started talking, and he was very, very, very sweet, like really, really, really sweet. And I was like, huh, that's kind of rare for dating apps these days. And so I, entertained it, and I was talking about why I might here in Japan and how long I might here for, etc., etc., etc. And we both were just kind of like, should we meet up? Like, should we go for a drink? Should we? And then we were trying to figure out like what date, what time, and we were like planning, into next week because I go to Osaka and then I come back to Tokyo, and we were like, should we do the 9th? Like I come back on the 9th. And we were both planning it so far in advance that I can't remember which one of us, but was just kind of like, should we do tonight? And that's literally what we did. So he was working until like 9 or something like that. And then he was like, meet me for drinks at 10. Now, I have never been so goddamn nervous in my entire life, which was so interesting to me. Like I was talking to my brother the entire time about it. And it's the reason that I didn't really film me before it or anything. Like I really was so nervous. And I was talking to my brother about it. And I was like, I wonder why that is, because I'm not normally someone that, gets nervous in like a environment of like talking to a guy. But then I realized that the reason that I haven't had any like dating success or even just like meeting up success with people recently has been that I do not want to meet someone for a first time. I don't know if that makes any sense, but like all of the people that I've been with have been people that I've been introduced to by a friend or I've met organically at a bar, and neither of those have worked out well for me thus far, you know what I mean? And so before I left Brighton, was talking to this guy, and we were talking every single day, being really, really, really sweet to each other, making these plans to meet up, all of the rest. And when time came to meet up, I didn't meet up with him because we had been talking for so long on social media that I now didn't want to meet him in person, because there, in my eyes, was this element of pressure, and just, it felt like, oh, we kind of know each other, but we're meeting for the first time. So I really struggle with the dynamics of social media, dating or meeting people anyways. And so with this one, I was really nervous because I haven't done it really ever. I really haven't done it ever where I've met up with someone, a couple days after talking to them loosely on like a dating app or whatever. So this was a completely new experience for me, but I was like, it'll be fun. We're going to meet up in a very busy area. We met up in Shinjuku, which is like so goddamn busy. Oh my God. And that was all good. But I literally went to the hotel bar before I had to meet up with him. And I had 2 glasses of wine because I was so nervous. I was so nervous. I was like, oh my God, this is pathetic. I was like, I'm so nervous. Like, I feel like I'm so out of the dating scene in actuality, that isn't like literally being introduced to someone through a friend of a friend, or like in Brighton, I'm so used to the only options are people that like someone I know has fucked or someone I know has been in a relationship with and they hate them and all of the rest. Like, this is why I don't date in Brighton anymore, because it's horrible. Like, even the people that I have dated or I have been in situationships or whatever, they've slept with like all of my friends. Some of them fucking did while I was seeing them. Thank you very fucking much. So I just don't really fuck with that anymore. And so it's meant that I've pulled back a lot when it comes to dating and options and all of the rest. And I talk so much about dating culture on my YouTube channel and with you guys. And I know that you pick up on it, but it's because I find it so fascinating. And it's because I really long for being able to go on dates. I really long for what a dating experience would be like if things were different. And I don't know if that just means with dating apps or people, wanting to meet up more organically, or I don't know what it looks like, right? I truly, hookup culture, I don't know what it looks like. But all I will say is I was nervous as hell. Now, whenever I was Ubering to Shinjuku to meet up with him, he was texting me and that was kind of reassuring, whatever. And we meet up, and again, I was shitting myself. I was absolutely shitting myself. He's a Japanese guy, like he knows, all of the places around here. Like, this is familiar territory for him, right? And I'm a firm believer that whenever you are going on a date with someone, that you go into unfamiliar territory for both of you, because then not one of you has like an upper hand. So I was going into this being like, okay, you've lived here like all of your life, like I'm at a disadvantage here. So if I feel a little bit nervous, I'm going to feel it even more because like you're a lot more comfortable in this position. And so I saw him, like we saw each other, we went to our like meetup point, I guess. And I don't know what it was, but within like a couple seconds, I was like, oh, he is going to be incredibly easy to talk to. Like, I can't remember what it was, but like quite off the bat, like we had made a joke or something. And I was like, oh, this is not what I was expecting at all. Like really, really, really not what I was expecting. And I was like, huh. And he wanted to bring me to a bar. Like, he was like, I've chosen a bar. Like, I've been here once. I really enjoyed it. And I was like, okay, I trust you. And I was like making jokes about like, oh, like I'm literally just trusting this stranger, like blah, 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 whatever. And he's like walking me through like alleyways, like literally, because like in Shinjuku as well, like the nightlife scene, like it is winding alleys and then alleys and upstairs and alleys and upstairs. And we were laughing about the concept of like, oh my God, this looks so sketchy, because it literally did. And then he says, this is the one. We find it. It's up these stairs and you walk in and it's literally a room. Like, it's literally a room. If I can, let's all lock in together. So you go in, you open the door. It's so small in there that when you open the door, you're banging into chairs that people are sitting on. There is a bar. So you walk in, there's a bar right here, and it's tabled around with high chairs, like not like baby high chairs, but like, you know what I mean? Like kind of like island vibe. And there probably was 10 seats in this bar. Now we walk in and there's 2 guys, a couple, an American guy, and one other guy who came in later, and us, and the really, really, really sweet worker at this bar. He was engaging with everyone and playing the music that they liked, and I'm like, can I get a menu? And he pulls out this fucking scroll. Like, the menu was on a scroll with like fucking written like this, and I was like, this place is quirky. Like, what a great pick. And then I was starting to like the guy even more, because I was like, oh, like, whether you meant it or not, like, this is a really good place to go when you're meeting up with someone for the first time for a date, because the vibe of it is so casual. And talking with the people around you, I was like, huh, I said to him, I was like, this is fucking, like, you did a good job or whatever. Now, we just had the best time. We were talking to the guys who were Australian, we were talking to the guy who was American, we were talking to the couple, and it was just like, it was so good. It was like, it was unbelievably good. Like, I cannot tell you how much fun I had. We were there from 10 until 2 a.m. in this bar, right? And we're the only customers there this entire time. People are trying to get in, but there's no seats anymore. So we're all there, like, locked in. It was fucking incredible. Like, one of my favorite nights ever. And then me and the guy, so the American guy leaves, and then the couple leave. The two guys are there, and he's still there. And so me and this guy are like, we should leave now. So we leave at like 2, and we were both enjoying each other's company so much that we were like, should we just bar hop? At like 2 a.m. I'm with a stranger. And so we bar hop in the street. And it literally is like bars that are like 10 or less seats, or like 3 sofas, or like really, really, really intimate. And we just got to talk and sit and enjoy each other's company and show each other. He gave me one of his AirPods. He had one as well, and he was playing music that he liked. I was playing music that I liked. We were talking to each other and just like really getting to know each other. And we were going to so many different bars until like 4 a.m. or something like that. And then there's a culture of last train in Japan where if you miss the last train at like midnight, you like, unless you Uber, which is, you know, can be expensive, you have to stay out drinking. Or, well, not, you don't have to stay out drinking, but you have to stay out. That's the culture. They stay out. If you miss last train, you stay out drinking until like 6 a.m., right? So he missed last train because we stayed out so late. So he came back here. We Ubered back here, and it was so great. It was so great. And then in the morning as well, we went and got coffee. He said to me, he was so sweet. He was like, what kind of food do you like? And I was like, I'll eat anything. And he was like, do you like sushi? And I was like, actually, that's one thing I don't like. So he was like, what do you like? Do you like ramen or whatever? And he figured out like what I liked. And then he was like, oh, you don't live here, but there's this chain that, because I was like, I want gyozas. I'm on a gyoza vibe this trip. And he was like, I know this place does really good gyozas. We walked there. We got food. We were just like laughing and having so much fun at, I guess, breakfast. I mean, this was at like 1 p.m. because we woke up quite late. Me and my brother were supposed to go to Nico, like on a day trip. My brother messaged me and he was like, I don't think you're waking up in time for that. Which ultimately I'm glad that me and my brother didn't do Nico, because I got to experience this with this guy. And also me and my brother then did Yanaka as well. So, I mean, we got an amazing day out of it as well, and such great stories. But this guy was so sweet, like in every way. Like, I've not felt that before. Like, now I know I'm just visiting here as well, like, don't get me wrong, but it was so nice. Like, it was really, really, really nice. He is going to be studying in Europe at this year, and he's going to be coming to London and all like this. And he was asking me about London. He has no clue about London. Like, he was shocked when I told him my rent price, when I was telling him how much food is, how much drinks is, whatever. And he was like, at one stage, oh my God, he made me laugh so hard. He was like, do you have chopsticks in London? And I was telling him I'm from London because it was just easier than saying I'm from London than getting into like Brighton or whatever like that. And he was like, do you have chopsticks in London? And I was like, yeah, but like, not every restaurant uses them. Like, Asian restaurants will offer you them, but like every restaurant is like knife and forks. And he was like, oh, like, do you not use chopsticks when you eat fish and chips? And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Chopsticks for fish and chips? And I was like, do you know the size of fish and chips? Like, the fish is like this and the chips whatever. And he was like, yeah, I was wondering. I didn't know if you would use chopsticks for that. And I was like, oh my God, it made me laugh so fucking hard. But anyways, he was so sweet. He really was so sweet. I was so sad saying goodbye to him. I really, really, really was. I don't know if I'll meet up with him. Again, we've been texting today, but I mean, again, if I've learned one thing whenever it comes to talking to guys, even incredibly casual is what this is, I'm traveling out here. I have learned to, you know, be very realistic with it, because sometimes people will just honestly like stop responding to your texts or whatever. Like, I know that these things can happen. Sometimes people can like have a really good night with you and then like never speak to you again. I'm aware of all these different things, but I mean, taking him out of the picture and just the situation, I have felt so terrible, like so terrible in Brighton recently because I am chop city in Brighton because not only are all of my options, and I mean this honestly, people that are my friends' exes or whatever, but the gay scene in Brighton now is 18, 17, 16 year olds. So we don't even go out to the gay clubs in order to try get with people anymore because no. So it's I'm kind of I felt really terrible if I'm being honest with you recently in Brighton because I feel like I'm now past the stage of being able to like go out in Brighton and like meet someone because everyone is significantly younger than me now. Like I'm 23 years old and these people are like 18, 17, you know what I mean? Using fake IDs to get into the club. Like I don't want any piece of that. And I feel like the dating scene through dating apps are all people that are dating or have dated my friends, and then it would be the worst in the world if I got with them and all like this. So that's why I got off all dating apps and I stopped, going out to clubs or bars that like, I would normally go to try meet guys, whatever. And so last night was the first time in a long time that I've had like jitters about honestly like butterflies about meeting up with someone because I don't experience that anymore. Like I really don't out of fear of sounding dramatic, I really don't experience that anymore in Brighton. And if you live in Brighton and you understand the queer scene, like you'll understand it. It was so nice. Like it was so refreshing and so nice and like to yeah, it really was. It really was. And also all I'm gonna say is you saw it. We went to the like temples like 2 days ago. Yesterday, I don't know what it was. And whenever I was writing down like my wishes, I was like, guys, should I write down I want a man? And then I wrote down like something along those lines. And then what happens? Crazy. Crazy. And also, this happened on the day of me going to the Lucky Cat temple. Now, all I'm saying, y'all, is there's something in that. There's something in that. What is this? Little thing in the back here. I wonder what this is. I actually want to know what this is. Okay, so this is an explanation card, and it is basically explaining the beckoning cats and that they are loved because they're lucky charms inviting money in and people in. A cat raising its right paw is said to invite money, while one raising its left paw invites customers or people into your life. The higher the raised paw, the further the luck is said to reach. Colors also have meanings. White is good fortune, red is protection from illness, and black is protection from bad luck, evil. And then the right one, right here, is basically saying prayer for winning the lottery. Please put your lottery ticket in here. So this is a lottery winning prayer pouch. This is crazy. And then look. Optimism. Love it. Love it. But anyways, I'm just in the best mood and I have been all day. And so I'm going to go to bed because we have Disney in the morning. It just don't get any better. It just don't get any better. So I will see you very, very, very soon. And goodbye.